Thanks, Craig. Hey, Dame. To kind of go back to the first question a little bit, athletes, you put yourselves out there. I mean, you win, they love you. You lose, they boo you. You also do it with music as well. You put yourself out there with that. I guess, how do you deal with mental stress? Is it ever a challenge? Does it ever seem overwhelming to you? I mean, can you on any level relate to what Simone and so many others, I mean, even Kevin Love, DeMar, guys from the league, what has no longer become taboo to talk about the last couple of years?
Yeah, for sure. I can definitely relate to, how they feel. I think even for some of us, I've looked back at some of my experiences as a professional athlete, and when people describe what depression looks like, or battling mental health issues, like what it looks like. Sometimes I look back like, man, I had a couple of those moments. You know what I'm saying? I just didn't recognize that that's what was happening. So, I definitely understand. I've said before that we are in the era where everybody has access to us. I think in the past, being a professional athlete or being an Olympian, you were in front of the world, but everybody couldn't just tweet you, and everybody couldn't, slander you on Twitter and you become a trending topic and talk about you on Instagram. And the internet just wasn't such a powerful place. Social media wasn't such a powerful place to make people feel that way. Not always just the negative comments, but sometimes just like the pressure of being successful and the pressure of, what could happen if I fail at, something I care about so much. It's something that so many people pay attention to and so many people watch. I think it's a new level of pressure, from our past in sports and being professional athletes. And it's definitely a load, it's a burden to carry. And I think part of it is us, accepting the fact that it comes with the territory. This is what we chose. A lot of us are compensated very well, to deal with the things that we deal with. But all those things given, it doesn't make us, exempt from having those mental health issues and, battling with depression and things like that. We still go through those things because at the end of the day, we are just like everybody else. We're people. So I think it's something that I'm sure we've all battled at some point, and we all handle it differently. But I think, we have to support each other and take it seriously and acknowledge it when people come out publicly and say it. And I feel like we do put ourselves out there at the things that we do. Like you said, I do music, and, that's something that I'm passionate about. So it's going to come with some criticism, just like it's going to come with some praise. And it's, like I said, it's what we signed up for, but that does not take away from the fact that, people need support. People need to be shown love, because it's a real thing. You never know where it could send a person. So instead of us beating people down so much and getting on everybody about every little thing because it's the easy thing to do, I think we should be a lot more conscious of, where people are mentally.
To follow up real quick, you mentioned social. You've used your social to clap back at things you don't like, things that you don't think are correct. KD is, of course, notorious for it. A lot of athletes here, though, have said they've shut down their social. Like, they just can't have it right now. They can't have that negativity in your life. Can it be therapy to see what's going on out there? Or I guess, how do you look at yourself? Do you maybe need to take a break from social for the rest of the games? Or what's the role of social in all this? Thanks again.
I think it plays a huge role in it because, like I said, it's just the access. You can look at something like Twitter where, I don't go on Twitter to find what people are saying about me. It comes across my desk. All you got to do is at Dame Lillard and it'll be right there. And that's like where I go for news. I'm not always going on there to see what somebody is saying or who's messaging me or nothing like that. I could be going on there just clicking on, just trying to, I don't sit down in front of the TV and watch news. I go on Twitter and search what I'm looking for and I find it there pretty easy. So, it's so much easier to come to you. And for me, like you said, social media is a big part of, what I do. And it's not like I'm trying to sell anything on social media. It's just it's a great platform, but just like every great platform, it has its cons and the negatives that come along with it. So, I think it's for some people, they need to shut down, and stay off of it or step away from it. And for me, I just try not to be too consumed by it. Like I said, I'll see things, I'll check news on there, but I try to make sure that I always find peace in what's real, and the things that I can control. And even that's hard sometimes because you can tell anybody like, oh, focus on the things that you can control, but sometimes that's just not enough, like, so for me, I just focus on, I got 3 kids. I got a fiance at home. My mom lives down the street from me. My cousin lives down the street from me. My brother lives down the street from me. So like, I try to focus on those things, like the people that matter and the things that's going to be around me and important to me when you guys don't care what the hell I'm doing and y'all not following me and not watching my Twitter and my Instagram as closely, you know, what's gonna still be standing there with me? What are the most important things? And I think that's something that really helps me just kind of cope with everything and take it with a grain of salt because it's not always real. And I also accept the fact that it's just something that comes with what we do. It comes with, how successful we've been.
Joe Barton, you're up, and then we'll go to David Melandra.
Well, I had this smart aleck joke lined up about you giving back money, but after all that, I'm not sure how to crack that joke. But there was something out there about you wanting to give back money to leave the Blazers, and we do this about once a week where we ask you about this kind of stuff. So I guess it's time.
I literally have never said that. I've never said that. So I literally laughed about it when I saw it because I've literally never said that. I've been seeing a lot of things being said, and I've been as open about the situation as I could possibly be. And, things have just continued to come out. Oh, Dame said, he's 75-25 or something. And Dame is excited about this. Dame is going to, give back money. Like, I've seen everything and I have not said any of these things. I've spoken directly to my team. And if you ask them, they'll tell you like, my team knows the truth. So I don't see what the point of people just saying that I said this and I said that. I don't even know this guy, man. So
Can I ask if you would do that?
If I would do what?
Actually give back money off of your current contract?
Why would I do that?
I don't know, but it was suggested, so I'm just asking.
No.
Okay. The other follow-up I had that had nothing to do with that. You guys have some other, I didn't know this till today, that it's not just Team USA at your hotel. There's a couple other star professional athletes who are there from other sports. I'm wondering if you've gotten a chance to rub elbows with those guys and maybe who it was and what you thought.
No, we haven't. I know that there are other athletes here. But other than the women's team, our women's basketball team where, we're around each other. Other than that, I've just kind of been taking it easy, kicking back.
Thanks.
David, you're up, and then we'll go to Mike Finger.
Hey, Dave, got a quick one for you. How do you think you guys are transitioning going from the NBA rules to the Olympic rules?
I think everybody was trying to figure it out in Vegas and that time in Vegas, and then maybe the first game a little bit because it was in Vegas. It was almost like the referees were calling the game as if they were preparing us for here, and then when we got here against France, it was like a little bit different. But I think we all got the hang of it now. We have a pretty good understanding of the FIBA game, and the things that'll get let go, the things that'll be called, the rules, the signals, and all those things. Everybody has a much better understanding now. So I think we're coming along pretty well.
Mike, go ahead. We'll go to Brian Colbert next.
Dame, I noticed at halftime the other night that young Keldon was kind of following you around. And I'm just curious, he seems to be the one guy on this team without much experience that a lot of people don't know about, but you guys seem to like him. And I'm wondering if you guys are enjoying him as much as some of the vets in San Antonio did.
No, I love him. I love him. I mean, he's good energy, a young dude with good energy, always, lightening up the room, just joking. He's not shy. He cares. He works hard. He's competitive. So I think everything that you will want in a young player, like being on a team like this, or even being on your NBA team, I think he represents that, and he's a good player, So from coach to laughing every day, it's been fun having him around.
Did any of you guys question why this kid who hasn't played much at all, even in the NBA, was on this team, or how did you guys react to that when he got that nod?
I don't think nobody had any issue with it, or nobody really thought, anything was wrong with it, because he had been with us the entire time in Vegas. We knew we had guys coming to meet us, and then, some things happened. Some guys couldn't make it, and, K-Love pulled out. And, it wasn't like the rotation was what it was, and it was like we got 3 more guys coming. So, knowing that we got Book coming, we got Drew coming, and, K-Mid coming, and we already had a rotation in Vegas. And, it was like, why try to, go above and beyond when it's pretty much set. You got guys coming in, and he's been here. He's been getting the work in with us. He's been, getting experiences. That's one less guy that you got to plug in.
Thank you, sir.
Brian Colbert, you're up, and then we'll go to Josh Coyne.
What's going on, Dame? Coach Popovich mentioned that there's a bunch of 20-plus point a night players trying to learn their roles and play together, especially with new guys coming in. With somebody like you that's a veteran, that's a leader of this team, how do you help the younger guys get more acclimated to different type of roles than they're used to playing for their regular teams?
I mean, other than us communicating and, talking our way through the changes or the differences in this game and our game, the best way is just to play the game in a way that it benefits everybody. I think that's what I try to do. I think when you are the point guard, you got the ball in your hands a lot of times. You dictating a lot of things. I think it's the tone that you set, the way that you do things, and it'll kind of set the table for other guys to see, what it is. And, the good thing is that I don't have to be the only guy doing that. You got guys who've done it and won a gold medal like KD and Draymond. They've been here, they've done it. So it being the multiple guys able to see what's going on and then share it and kind of, lead the team in that direction has been, really good.
Next up, we'll go to Josh Coyne, then Landon Buford.
Hi, Dame. I'm late joining, so sorry if this is being covered. Congratulations on becoming a Hollywood actor.
Thank you.
You've been extremely busy since the end of the season. Have you been able to watch Space Jam since release, and have you been able to keep up with the reaction of the movie?
I saw the movie before it was actually released, and since it's been actually released, I've seen it in parts. I haven't just sat down and watched the entire thing. But I'm pretty sure it's the same. It's the same movie. And I've seen the reaction. I've seen some people talking, about it, and I've seen other people loving it. But I think, people are forgetting that the movie is for kids. Like it's a kids movie. It's kid friendly. So I really enjoyed it. My son enjoyed it, and I was proud to make my debut in such a classic movie.
Any chance of a Kronos spin-off?
You asking the wrong guy. If it came to that, I love it, man. I definitely participate.
Thank you.
All right, we got time for 2 more questions. We'll go to Landon Buford and then Noah Robertson.
Hey Dame, I know during the season you don't like to mess around with the music very much, but being that you're over there and you guys have a lot of downtime, I guess in between practice and stuff, have you been working on anything to keep your mind going in a positive direction?
No, I mean I worked on a lot of music, leading up to last season, and just toward the end of this season when we was at home. I was able to record some stuff and put some things together. And now, since I've been here, I just been managing, the project that I got coming out soon. I just been kind of being on top of that, making sure the mixing is getting done, making sure it's going to master. The cover art, things like that, just getting the producers and the features and everything in order, making sure that everything is on time. So it's been more of that than actually recording. I actually finished recording some of my new stuff when we was in Vegas though.
Last question is Noah Robertson. Go ahead.
Hey, Dan, we all know how politically active you are and the team is back in the States, but obviously the rules are a bit different on the Olympic stage. I wanted to know if you or the team here have been having any conversations about whether you want to make political statements and what your activism looks like on the global stage.
I think we all signed up to come here to win a gold medal. And, that's what our focus has been. We haven't gotten together and said, we're going to make some huge political statement or anything like that. I think the work to do that, it takes action and not just, doing something that everybody's going to see. And that work has to be done when we're home. You actually have to do the work at this point instead of just, making a statement or doing some type of, I don't know, whatever you want to call it. I think it has to be the work. It can't be just something that we just show up on camera and do.